I'm going to take you through some of the ins and outs of special assessments in this video issued by homeowners associations. And if you stay tuned until the end, I'm going to give you 3 tips that you do not want to miss when buying or investing in an oceanfront condo when it comes to special assessments. Let's get into the video, guys. Affordable oceanfront condos present an enticing opportunity for both lifestyle and investment. However, HOA special assessments do add a layer of complexity to ownership. So we're going to delve into HOA special assessments, look at their implications, the different strategies that prospective buyers can use, and the different types of special assessments. Understanding these dynamics is key to navigating the nuances of oceanfront condo ownership effectively and preserving your profit. Let's dive into the different types of special assessments in oceanfront condo ownership. Now, first, there are special assessments that impact the resort as a whole. So every owner has to pay an equal share of that special assessment. Now, next, there are special assessments that impact the resort as a whole, but they are charged based on unit bedroom type, whether you have a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, or 4-bedroom, as a percentage of the entire overall special assessment cost. Now, guys, I know that was a mouthful. We're going to dive into those details shortly. Finally, there are special assessments for multiple building resorts that will only impact the owners of a particular unit. Now, this is not an exhaustive list of special assessments, but just meant to expose you to some of the special assessment types that impact oceanfront condo owners. All right, now let's talk through special assessments that impact the resort as a whole. Now, if the HOA has issued a special assessment for insurance cost increases, every owner is going to have to pay the special assessment for the increased insurance premiums. This is impacting the owners as a whole. Now, let's say that the insurance costs are increasing by as much as $54,000 for a resort that has 54 units. It's probably safe to say that your average owner can expect a $1,000 special assessment to cover their unit for the increased insurance cost. That $1,000 over the 54 units brings you to the total of $54,000, which is the increase in insurance premium cost. Now, there are special assessments that impact the resort as a whole, but they are charged based on unit bedroom type in order to cover the overall special assessment cost. A good example of this is going to be replacing the plumbing pipes in an older resort. If you have a 1-bedroom unit, your fee for doing those repairs is going to be less than someone that owns a 2-bedroom unit. If you have a 2-bedroom unit, your fee is still going to be less than someone that owns a 3-bedroom unit. And if you have a 3-bedroom unit, your fee will be less than someone that owns a 4-bedroom unit for these type special assessment repairs. Now, to further our example just a little bit, a 1-bedroom unit might pay $3,000, as where a 2-bedroom unit might pay $5,000, as where a 3-bedroom unit might pay $7,000, and a 4-bedroom unit $9,000. The idea here is the larger your unit, the more you're going to pay for the repairs because they're going to cost more. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can enjoy and increase the passive income of your oceanfront condo through the 20 to 22 million tourists that visit the #2 vacation destination on the East Coast each year. Not only can you enjoy the equity paid for by visiting tourists, but you can also anticipate the over 100% appreciation experience at many of the oceanfront resorts in our market during the recent decade. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because you can depreciate them, reducing your overall tax burden, keeping more money for you and your loved ones, and ensuring unnecessary taxes aren't paid. Let's talk through another quick example based on fixing foundation repairs at an oceanfront resort. All right, so let's say that there were some foundational issues at an oceanfront resort that needed to be repaired. And let's say that that special assessment overall cost was $200,000. Well, your one-bedroom units or your smaller units are going to pay a smaller percentage of that overall special assessment cost, while your larger units are going to pay more of a percentage of the overall special assessment cost. For example, a one-bedroom is going to pay a special assessment of $20,000 for 10% of the overall cost. A two-bedroom is going to pay $40,000 at 20% of the overall cost. A three-bedroom is going to pay $60,000 at 30% of the overall cost. And a four-bedroom is going to pay $80,000 at 40% of the overall cost. Now, these numbers are reduced significantly based on the total number of each unit bedroom type at the resort. For example, if there are 20 one-bedroom units at your oceanfront resort, then the 10% of the total cost for the special assessment for one-bedroom foundation repairs at $20,000 is now allocated across all 20 units, thus reducing the fee that each owner pays to only $1,000. Similarly, if there are 20 two-bedroom units at your oceanfront resort, then the 20% of the total foundation repairs special assessment cost is allocated across all 20 units, reducing the special assessment fee that each owner pays to only $2,000. Now, this process is repeated respectively for all bedroom types. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because this is the fastest growing area out of the 150 most populated areas in the entire United States for the last 3 years in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. This helps to insulate our market from many of the ups and downs that the rest of our nation's real estate market experiences. This can help you have a more stable rental property. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because they have a tremendous upside when compared to money market accounts and the stock market, due to the appreciation they earn and the potential of higher annual yields through their gross rental income when compared to these other investments. Money market accounts and the stock market don't have the upside of added appreciation. I believe you should invest in oceanfront condos in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because while our prices have risen and have held their value, we're also much cheaper than other places like Florida. Where else can you go and find an oceanfront condo for as little as $100,000? If you're getting into the real estate game or expanding your current portfolio, the bang for your buck is sitting right on the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina oceanfront. All right, so let's talk about multiple building resorts. When you buy in a multiple building resort, if your building doesn't need any repairs, well guys, you're not going to be paying for your neighbor's buildings to be fixed, most likely. When those special assessments are issued, they're going to be issued to the owners that live in that building to have those repairs done at their particular building. So when you live in a multi-building resort, you don't have to worry about paying fees for special assessments in your building if the repairs are not taking place there in your building. Generally, multiple building resorts will only share special assessments for things that mutually benefit them. We're talking things like shared marketing, landscape that's done throughout the entire community, or shared amenities. Like let's say that, at your oceanfront or resort, everybody, regardless of what building you live in, can use all of the on-site amenities, and they need to repair a tennis court, or there needs to be a pool repair done. Well, in those instances, you are going to share in that special assessment. Guys, I'm so excited to give you 3 quick tips to help you beat special assessments when you're buying an oceanfront condo. Here's tip number 1. If you're buying in a multiple building resort, be sure to have your broker check the master deed and make sure that special assessments being done for one of the buildings in the multiple building resort aren't being billed to your building that you're buying in as an owner in a different building. If the repairs that are being done in a different building are being charged to you as an owner in another building, you might want to look for a different resort to invest in. All right, so here's tip number 2, guys. You want to look for well-established HOAs. You want to look for the HOAs that are well-established and already have higher reserves when compared to younger HOAs. Now, you want to have your broker look for older buildings that have been well maintained with little ownership turnover. If owners aren't moving out and aren't selling, most likely it's because the HOA is providing a great value and they love it. All right, here's your last tip, tip number 3. You want to check into any HOA that has done multiple projects in the last 1 or 2 or 3 years and have your broker ask how many quotes did they receive before they moved forward with those projects. Now you want to do this because you want to make sure that your HOA board is doing their due diligence and not just trying to get the job done, but actually getting the most competitive quote, because that is what's going to save you money on how much you're paying in special assessment fees. If you're looking to buy an oceanfront condo to cash in on appreciation or to bolster your income through passive income, through the gross rental income and projected profitability of an oceanfront condo in our market, let's say that you're a snowbird, you want to get out of the harsh weather that is elsewhere and you want to escape 6 months out of the year and be here, and you want to rent it out while you're not using it. Or let's say that you are just you want a vacation once or twice a year here and you want a property that you can rent out while you're not using it. Well, you're in the right place. Now guys, if you've been searching for 2 years online and you're curious about how to make money in real estate, in oceanfront condos, in beach resorts, listen, you've got to take action. I can't help you unless you pick the phone up and call me, send me an email, shoot me a text message. My contact information is right below, right there on the screen, but you've got to get in contact with me. I can't help you from where you are unless you get in contact with me and say, hey, listen, I'm new to this. I'm 6 months out. I'm 1 year out. I'm 2 years out. I don't know where to begin. Can you help me? Just pick up the phone, send me an email, shoot me a text message, get in contact with me so that I can start working on your numbers and help you win in oceanfront condo investing. The good news is that you made it to the end of the video. Now, if you click the link that's popping up on your screen, this next video, I'll show you an oceanfront resort that has $100,000 condos that are generating $16,865 in projected profit. You better click now.